Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Brockopp side. So, if you've seen my new Blu-ray movies video, which I just posted the other day, then you know that I've been trying to make a complete Blu-ray collection video for the better part of a year now, and that gave me the idea to do a Disney VHS collection video. Now, this is not the world's biggest Disney VHS collection, but I think there's a decent amount here to warrant doing a video about it, and yeah, when I was getting these together, I realized, I have a lot more of these than I thought I did. Quite a few of these I've had since I was really young, and a lot of these have been given to me rather recently, so, let's just get into it. These are in no particular order, they're just kind of randomly stacked up, so let's just, dive into it and see what happens. So the first one up is the Brave Little Toaster to the Rescue. And I'm not gonna talk about every single one of these, just because we're gonna be here all day if we do that. And we've got 101 Dalmatians, the animated version with the, part of the Disney's Masterpiece Collection. And we've got Sleeping Beauty. The original Brave Little Toaster. Because apparently back then we all just, wanted to see movies about talking toasters and vacuum cleaners and stuff. The Black Cauldron. After that we've got I'll Be Home for Christmas. I remember watching the ad for this in front of Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, which is also in the pile somewhere, and yeah, that always made me want to watch it, and I finally did. Yeah, it's a good time. So, next up we have Melody Time, The Lion King, Oliver and Company, George of the Jungle 2. Not nearly as good as the first one. I remember getting this one from back when video stores used to be inside grocery stores, and they had like a little section where you could buy used ones, so that's where this one comes from, so that's just kinda cool. The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. The Disneyland Lion King celebration. I actually have not watched this one yet. From what it looks like a Lion King themed parade that they did at Disneyland one time, and they released it on video, so I thought it looked cool. Robin Hood, Old Yeller, The Tigger Movie, that's a classic right there. Mary Poppins, oh, a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Looking forward to Mary Poppins Returns. Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Air Bud World Pop. I believe this is the third one. Monsters Inc. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I've had this one as long as I can remember. Let's see. Yep. So, if you look in the, look on the inside there, it's got all the characters there, and it's also got their signatures, and I guess when I was really young, I decided to add my own in there. That's funny. And I also just love how the VHS for Monsters Inc. is just, it's blue. Toy Story 2? Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, The Adventure Begins. If you remember the opening to this movie, where they brought in the videotape of the movie, I always thought that was really cool because it was in the clamshell case and looked exactly like this one, so that's awesome. And by the way, Disney, why is this one not on Blu-ray yet? Make with it, goddammit. Toy Story, part of the Gold Collection, which basically means there's a behind-the-scenes feature at the end of the tape. Funny little story about this one, though, was I've had this one since I was a child, but when I used to go to my grandparents' house and they had it on VHS as well, they didn't have this exact one, so when I watched it there, I was like, hey, where's the behind-the-scenes feature at? What's up with that? So, you know, always make sure you get your special editions. And we've got Cinderella 2. You know what they say about Disney sequels? Yeah, they ain't too good. It's been a very, very long time since I've seen Cinderella 2, so, I remember liking it when I was a child, but, my opinions might change now that I'm a lot older. Peter Pan, this is one of my personal favorites, and, one of the things I really liked about watching this VHS, not just the movie, but the VHS itself, is that it had this ad for, I believe it was like an American folk hero anthology type piece. It was hosted by James Earl Jones, and yeah, I've never seen that, but every time I watch this, it makes me want to go back and watch that, so I probably need to do that eventually. Oh boy, now we've made it to the other half of the table. So, now we've got On Vacation with Mickey Mouse and Friends. This is a very old one. I think I got this one at a garage sale one time just because it looked really cool. Pooh's Grand Adventure, The Search for Christopher Robin. The movie where they all thought Christopher Robin went missing and went to this evil place called Skull. Well, then Christopher Robin comes in and he's like, "No, guys, I was just at school." And then all the characters just stand there going, "Da da 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 da." And then to round out the trilogy, we've got The Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars. Didn't there used to be a Brave Little Toaster TV series as well, or am I horribly mistaken there? The Hunchback of Notre Dame, or Notre Dame, I think as they pronounce it. However you want to say it, go right ahead. So, now we've got Beauty and the Beast, part of the Black Diamond Classics Edition, and since it's under the Black Diamond label, it's supposed to be worth like a crap ton of money, but I mean, I'm never gonna sell it, but it's always just kinda cool knowing that you got good shit in your household. George of the Jungle. Watched that way too many times when I was a child. And speaking of Toy Story, we have another copy of Toy Story. This is not the gold edition. So, if you own Toy Story on VHS, make sure you get the other one, but if you just want to have a complete set, then pick this one up too, I guess. Going back to Disney sequels, we've got Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas. I don't really know, like, what people generally think about this movie, but I remember enjoying it. I actually remember renting this tape several times at Hollywood Video, which was right by my house, and, yeah, I like it. Lady and the Tramp. Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. Can't get through the holidays without it. The live-action 101 Dalmatians. I always really enjoyed this one. This is another one of those videos where it's just really fun to watch the ads at the beginning of them. And, yeah, it's a good time. Hercules. Hercules! Hercules! That's from The Nutty Professor. Cinderella. Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, the very first feature-length animated movie ever, and I also have this one on DVD. I think it was one of the very first DVDs I ever had. Then we've got The Little Mermaid, which is a fully restored special edition, and nope, there's no gold penises on this cover. Aladdin. Angels in the Outfield. Peach Dragon. D2, The Mighty Ducks. I don't have The Mighty Ducks 1 for some reason. The Three Musketeers, even though there's technically 4 of them. A Bug's Life. The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. I don't think I've actually seen this one before, but I've been on the ride at Disneyland. Does that count? Hope it does. And then we've got another copy of Peter Pan. This is the 45th anniversary edition. And what the crap? Okay. Apparently I have 2 copies of the live-action 101 Dalmatians movie. Like I said before, a lot of these have been given to me, so I guess a few duplicates have been lost in the mix here. Cool Runnings. And Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. Okay, that's the last of the clamshell. We got a couple of basic VHSs here as well. So, in that category, we have Frankenweenie, not the animated one, but the original short film that Tim Burton made years ago, which inspired the animated movie. Here's a good one. We have a Walt Disney World vacation planning video. I used to get these all the time when I was younger. It was always just really fun to get these in the mail and pop them in and show, like, all these different attractions at Disney World. Like, they show you this ride. They show what the hotels are like. They show what other kind of, like, nighttime stuff that the grown-ups could do. And it always just made me want to go to Disney World. Which I will someday, damn it. And these tapes will be the reason why. Winnie the Pooh. 3 cheers for Eeyore and Rabbit. Yeah, Winnie the Pooh. Can't go wrong with that. And then we've got Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey. Alright, so this is the part where my microphone decided to die on me, and I got some more tapes to talk about, so I'm just gonna narrate over this for the next minute or so. So first up, there's got Spectre Gadget 1, you know, it's not the greatest movie ever, but hey, it's a classic. Then we got Bambi, his mom died, that's pretty sad. Then we got Flubber, Robert Williams died, that's pretty sad. And then we got Tarzan, that franchise died a couple of years ago, if you catch my drift. And then there's the Jungle Book, you know, it's not Jungle Book 2, because, you know, fuck that noise. And then we got Fantasia 2000, not to be confused with the Fantasia 1. And then there's Alice in Wonderland, the animated one. Now, excuse me, I gotta go take a shit. So I thought that was all of them, but then I remembered there was one particular Disney movie that I bought on VHS a while back that, even though I have it on both DVD and Blu-ray, when I saw it, I was just like, hey, that'd be kind of cool to have the VHS of. And that movie is Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. I mean, this movie came out in 2003 and they were still making VHS back then, so it's no surprise that they did. I just never saw it on VHS, so I thought it might be kind of cool. Probably never gonna watch it, just kind of for collecting purposes. Oh boy. That's a lot of Disney. So, that's my complete Disney VHS collection now. Like I said, this is not the biggest VHS collection Disney in the world, but, you know, it's still pretty big. But anyway, if you guys have a VHS collection of Disney or anything else, tell me about it down below, and we'll see you on the Brockopp side.